Everyone, this is the sixth video on the chapter real number. In this video, we will discuss about the most important concept on real numbers, that is, we are going to prove that given number is irrational. So we all are aware about the irrational number. So irrational number is a number which cannot be expressed in p by q form, like root 2, root 3, root 5. All these numbers are the irrational numbers. One more thing we have to understood, that is the coprime. So two numbers are called coprime if their HCF is 1. So two numbers with HCF 1 are called your coprime numbers. Like 9 and 10, if you find the HCF of 9 and 10, their HCF is 1, so they are called the coprime number. Same way 4 and 5, 21 and 25, these are also the coprime numbers. Now you will get a question that you have to show that root 2 is irrational. So what we will do, we will assume that root 2 is a rational number. So if root 2 is a rational number, you can write rational number in the form of a by b, where a and b are integers, b cannot be 0, and one more thing we are mentioning here, that a and b are the coprime. It means their HCF is 1. After this, next step is we will do squaring both sides. So on squaring, we will get here root 2 square equals to a square upon b square. It means since square cuts the root, so 2 equals to a square upon b square. By shifting b square here, we can write 2b square equals to a square, equation number 1. Now think what we have to observe. 2 is the divisor, b square is the quotient, and we are getting the dividend a square. It means our 2 divides a square. So if 2 divides a square, it means 2 divides a also. So obviously if 2 divides a also, so we can write a as 2c, where c is any integer, because when 2 divides a, we get some quotient, and the quotient we are taking here as the c. So now what we will do, we will place this value in equation number 1. So we will place in the place of a square, we will write here 2c square. So what we will get, we get 2b square equals to 2c whole square. It means we get 2b square equals to 4c square. This 2 can cancel this 4 2 times. So we get b square equals to 2c square. Now the same funda, 2 is the divisor, c square is the quotient, and b square is the dividend. It means 2 divides b square. It means 2 divides b also. So it means 2 is a common factor of a and b. So if 2 is the common factor of a and b, so it means a and b are not coprime. So it contradicts our assumption. It means our assumption is wrong. It means root 2 is an irrational number. So this way you can prove any of the number, root 3, root 5, root 7, whatever number you will get, the procedure will be the same, only the number changes and the square changes. One more time I am explaining you can observe it again. Question you will get that root 2 is an irrational number. So what you are going to assume that root 2 is a rational number. And we all know rational number can be written in the form of a by b. This work here is very important. You have to mention a and b are the integers, b is not equals to 0, and a and b are the coprime. After this, our next step is we have to do squaring both sides. So root 2 square equals to a square upon b square. Root 2 square is equals to 2 equals to a square upon b square. By shifting b square here, we get 2b square equals to a square. It reflects that your 2 divides your a square. And if 2 divides a square, 2 divides a also. And if 2 divides a also, we get some quotient c. So we can write a as 2c, where c is any integer. Now we'll place this value in equation number 1. So what we will get? We will get 2b square equals to 2c whole square. It means 2b square equals to 2 square is 4, c square. By cancelling, we get b square equals to 2c square. So 2 into some quotient equals to your dividend. It means your 2 divides b square. So 2 divides your b also. So now 2 is dividing both a and the b. It means 2 is a common factor of your a and the b. It means a and b are not coprime, and it contradicts our assumption because we have taken that a and b are the coprime. So our assumption is wrong. It means root 2 is an irrational number. So now there is one more type of question. The question is you have to show that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. And it is given here that root 5 is an irrational number. So for this type of question, same step we have to follow. So let us assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational number. So rational number can be written in the form of a by b. A and b are the integers and b is not equals to 0. Here is no need to show that a and b are the coprime. Next step is we will shift this number to right hand side. So we get 2 root 5 as a by b, plus will become your minus. Further we will take the LCM. LCM is b. We get a minus 3b. And then we'll shift 2 here. We get root 5 equals to a minus 3b upon 2b. Now after this, since a, b, 2 and 3, they all are integers, it means number formed by the integers a minus 3b upon 2b is a rational number. So if this is rational, it means this is also rational because right hand side is equals to your left hand side. It means root 5 is a rational number. But what happens? It contradicts the given thing that your root 5 is irrational. So we can write here, but it contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational. So it means our assumption is wrong. Your 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. So there are two types of the question. The first question is of the 3 or the 4 marks. And the second question which we have discussed is of 2 marks. So accordingly, you have to solve the questions in your examination. So the question is very important of proving your irrationality. So you have to practice this properly so that you are able to solve the questions. Hope you are able to understand the concept. For any doubts, you can ask. Thank you.